No, I'm good. Business. When this happens, my experience with entrepreneurs is strong. Your business. Okay, so we are at Orange County Airport. I'm headed to an Amazon sellers event in Las Vegas, but my flight is delayed. I have checked every other airport in the surrounding area to see if I can get to Vegas sooner, and this is my only option. So we're supposed to land at 3:15, and I'm supposed to be at the venue at 3:15. That's my life right now. Lots of noise. The plan right now is to, number one, pray that the plane can make up time in the air, so that instead of landing at 3:15, we land like at 3:10. I've never spoken at an Amazon sellers event. I think at first I was a little bit nervous. Who am I kidding? I'm still nervous about speaking at this event because I just wonder, are they gonna get value from the thing that I'm saying? But the thing I have to remind myself is that even though I don't have an Amazon store and I can't speak directly to what they do, I do know how to build a business online. I do know how to market a business online, and I do know how to make a brand. So that's what I'm gonna focus on today. And somebody had given me great advice. And he said, don't talk about things you don't know how to talk about. Admit when you don't know what you don't know, but definitely lean into the share the things that you do know. And so I just felt like, that's what I'm gonna do. That's like the charge I'm gonna give myself, and I'm gonna have fun. I'm really gonna have fun today.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our keynote speaker, Jasmine Starr.
Thank you so much. Seriously, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Good afternoon. Oh, I didn't know it was the cemetery gathering. Good afternoon. Thank you guys for being here. Not showing why you sell it, who you are, and the value that you uniquely qualified to share with customers. Now, I'm gonna take a moment and make something very clear. I'm gonna share things today that make you uncomfortable. That's why I've been invited to speak. This is not the warm and fuzzy kumbaya fest. That will probably happen tonight over drinks and cocktails. Here it's like a little bit of a brain boot camp. We're gonna get you ready. I'm gonna give you advice that seems counterintuitive to what you know. I'm gonna suggest new ways of doing things, and what you're immediately gonna wanna do is be like, no. Copywriting, as simple, can be powerful. So my question to you is, if you say, it's not my thing, okay, you can continue writing blog posts and newsletters and ebooks that nobody reads, or you can spend the same amount of time with a 5-step copywriting plan that moves passive viewers into engaged followers into very happy customers. That business owners lost the sight of a very key ingredient: how to talk about your business in a way that resonates with your viewers. Writing never came easy to me. I want to put that as a blanket. I also said I didn't learn to read till I was 11. Writing and reading came very late to me in life, but I just understand I know how to talk about my things to people in a way that resonates with them. So number one of the 5-part copywriting form that works both on social and on blog post and content. You want to have your attention grabber. This is a thing that makes people stop as they're scrolling Facebook, stop as they're scrolling Instagram, stop as they're scrolling Twitter. Now, I don't know of a different company, a better company, who writes better attention grabbers than BuzzFeed. They're simple, and they make you feel like they're talking just to you. Here's a sample. This was trending. We can guess where you're from based on your bagel choices. People are like, let me see. Attention grabber, what percentage poo obsessed are you? Let me see. Lastly, 26 adorable beauty gifts you'll want to keep for yourself. That was trending. This is stopping people from their scroll, be like, I want to know what these gifts are that I want for myself. So let's use an example in this copywriting equation. Let's say that, let's go back to this idea that I sell shave kits and razors. Now, if I wanted to grab somebody's attention, I would probably ask, do you want more women to be attracted to you? Number 2 of the 5-part copywriting equation is reel them in. This is going to be the thing that says, I want to click on this. Do you want more women to be attracted to you? Attention grabber, reel them in. A recent study found that 87% of women had a distinct opinion of facial hair.
What is it?
Click on the link, boo. Exactly. So let's have a quick review of what we learned today. Create an ideal client profile. I want to know who you're selling to. We talked about creating marketing that is intentional and valuable. We talked about how to leverage the power of you and the value you communicate. We want to ensure that your social media reflects your brand. And lastly, we talked about copywriting to move people from the brand building social media to your business. We're afraid of failure. Now, the idea of embracing failure is bananas. I'm not saying that I love it because I know what failure feels like. It feels like desperation. It feels like fear. Feels like embarrassment. But I need to break the news to you. You are going to fail. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. I have failed more times than I can count. I have failed publicly, I have failed privately. I have failed in a blazing ball of humiliation. I have failed my friends, and I have failed my family. I have failed my business. I have failed myself. But over a decade as an entrepreneur, I can tell you that failure is not the end. It is only the end if I decide not to get up and try again. If I get up, if I dust myself off, I didn't fail, I learned. Thank you guys so much for having me. Can I go?
I'm selling baking products.
Great.
Like cake decorating tools and stuff like that.
Cool.
I'm having a hard time getting influencers. Cause like I would love to do it myself, but my target audience doesn't want to see a black dude with dreads making cakes. At least
I actually think you'd be super marketable. I mean, I know that's not what you want to hear, but I just spit the truth. I feel like you have such a great look. I feel like you're not like the quintessential, like, let's just be real.
I also don't know how to bake though.
With YouTube and Facebook Live and like you kind of just having this really cool vibe that's so different than like what we see. Like you and I could probably describe who the baker influencers are and like to a T like what they look like.
True.
And so I feel like there's this big gap of people who want completely opposite. You know, it's like if Julia Child were to document her process before she became Julia Child, well then Julia Child, at how we remember her, we can always look back and it humanized her. We showed her process, we showed everything that she went through and she burned and she made and she amended.
Yeah.
And you using your product just seems like so flow. It's easy. Like, I just think there's a ton of potential there. I just feel like there's such a strong thing here, and I feel like the universe is kind of pointing you. If you already have the hashtag, if you already have these ideas, pursue them, and if they don't pop, nothing's lost.
Sure.
You're farther than where you are right now.
Okay. And last question.
Yeah.
So I started an Instagram account way before I even had products, and I was just posting like food porn.
Okay,
you know?
cool.
At what point should I try to monetize that audience where I'm actually saying, hey, check out this blog post on how to do X, Y, and Z, and then at the bottom I have a call to action to sign up.
I would probably make that transition slowly, because if you haven't done a lot of like hardcore sales on it, then I would just slowly start creating good content. Bar, and then you list all the reasons why it's granola bar. It's for like the premiere. Like this is not for a dog, it's not for a pet, this is for a family member. Like in the whole market, exact. See where I got you? It's copywriting right there.
Yes,
hi, how are you?
I'm listening to you. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do
Thank
that.
you.
So,
okay, now, but you guys have to keep each other accountable, because it's not enough to say, when I get home, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. We all had that like come to Jesus moment, but it's like when you get home, you're like, oh man, like this is where the work begins. So as long as you guys vocalize what it is you want to do, And then when you vocalize it, set a timeline. It doesn't have to be tomorrow, it doesn't have to be next month. But like, by this date, step 1. By this date, step 2. When you have a timeline and you keep each other accountable to it, all the other crap goes away. Like, do you guys want to go out to a bar on Thursday? No, let's hang out for 2 hours, let's do this thing. It's like, that's how you grind in the beginning to like go out to the bar on every Thursday night later, you know?
Yeah.
So.
By the way, I've already quoted you on Instagram.
Oh!
I was like, yo, this is deep.
Oh, thank you.
This is deep,
Thank
so
you.
I
Oh, that
appreciate
Mixed feelings about what I've been learning from the summit and your talk, and the reason why I have mixed feelings or mixed messages is like, I guess I have like my own personal passions, right? Things that I'm interested in.
Got it.
I'm a soccer player. I do Spartan racing.
Cool.
I enjoy like I've done soccer clinics for kids with special needs.
Love it.
So I mean, you know, that's my passion. That's natural to me. Doing Tough Mudders, that type of stuff, and then learning about this business, about not falling in love with the product, you know, kind of going with what works. Home and kitchen, you know, like meat thermometers or barbecues. And to be honest, I rarely cook. I always eat out, you know, but I mean, you know, you're looking at data, metrics and all that. Like, okay, well, this makes sense.
Right. Yeah. Do you want to be building and creating content about stuff you freaking love and that comes naturally for you? Or do you want to hedge your bets and say, that's the safe thing? That's what I said in there. I want you to do what everybody else is doing, and I want you to run the other way. Because you don't know how to create content about meat thermometers.
Right.
If I loved to cook, and I was like, this meat thermometer is so legit. Look what I can do with this. Look at this spatula. Look at this thing. And it comes from me. I would say, look at the competition and say, where's the gap?
Right.
Let me talk about this content. Let me have photos on my Instagram of the clinics that I'm doing with the balls that I'm selling for kids with special needs. Let me create a 30-second video that I could put on Instagram about the things that I sell, the shin guards, the volleyballs, the nets, and say 5% of it goes to a thing, but what I'm really creating is the products that I'm talking about. Do you know the struggle when you take your family to the beach and you don't have your volleyball net and it gets all knotted? I sell a volleyball net that is anti-knotted and you put it up in 5 minutes, but that comes from you. I would say, look at the competition, look at the odds and say, okay, let me see, am I okay with this? Now you have the choice to say, I'm gonna sell the meat thermometers because I'm hedging my bets and I'm gonna plow through trying to make content. I'm gonna have to do research on how to make content, which is gonna take me twice as long to make content other than somebody else who actually really freaking likes it. Or I can create content that just comes from me, that comes from who I am and what I do and how I like to spend my time and who I am as a person.
Just phenomenal.
Oh my God, I have to say thank you guys for smiling during the presentation because your shirt like caught my attention and you were smiling. I was like, there's one person who's smiling here. Thank you.
You were like amazing. Like
Thank
I
you.
can't even like tell you how much.
Thank you.
Question.
Yes.
We are looking to hire social media, either VAs or whatever.
Got it.
We don't really care about the cost. We just want to know how to divide and conquer the whole social media. Just to give you an idea, we have about 20 products. We're planning to launch another
products all within the same industry, or
like 3 brands.
Okay.
3 main brands.
Got it. I want you to pick one platform first, and I want you to understand the platform. I want to get in there, I want you to get your hands dirty the same way that you guys got your hands dirty when you first opened your Amazon store and you're like, how do I list my SKUs? I don't even know if I'm saying the right verbiage. That level of, oh my God, what do I do? You have to do, because you can't turn over the responsibility to a VA or somebody doing for you if you don't have the vision. That's like you turning over your Amazon store to somebody and being like, you get it.
Right. Do you recommend, and I don't know if you have courses yourself, but do you have any recommendations on good schooling?
I have an Instagram course. Like, I didn't talk about it because I don't want to pitch from a stage, but like, drop me
Which
an
I loved, by the way.
Oh, good. I'm teaching. When do you guys go back home?
Thursday morning.
Oh, dang it. I'm teaching a live Instagram class on Wednesday, but just drop me a line. We have closed registration.
Wednesday here?
No, I'm sorry, online. But don't worry about that. You guys are here.
I already like your Facebook. I don't own an Instagram. Like, that bad.
Okay, get on Instagram right now. Thank you. I appreciate it. Where are you guys from?
Beautiful. New York.
Oh, nice. I'm a hugger. Thank you guys. Seriously. I actually was sitting on the plane and the internal conversation that I had with myself again and again was like, you're going to arrive. Everything happens for a purpose. There are things outside of your control that you cannot get upset about. And then the minute we got off the plane, I'm telling you, like I got into the taxi, dripping sweat. I was coughing because I'm clearly so out of shape. The last time I ran was like the Reagan administration. I was like, oh my God, I think I'm gonna die. But I ran in, I literally had my computer. I'm running up to this stage. They plug us in, they open the doors, and it's literally like I just flew into the presentation. And we ended right on time. And the best part was I got to meet really amazing people, because sometimes when you stand on this stage, you don't want it to come from a place of ego. I want to stand up there and say, is this helping your business? If it is, you have given me a gift of your time and your energy of being here. So I get to talk to cool people, I get to live in my purpose, and I get to empower entrepreneurs to be the best versions of themselves. I'll come to Vegas every day, baby. Delay and all.